Good afternoon, because it's actually the afternoon I'm recording this now. I normally record this in the morning on Tuesdays, but it's now the afternoon on the 11th of April, Tuesday 11th of April, and just the weekly update, what I've been up to in my online businesses. And like most of them recently, I'm going to be focusing a lot on my e-commerce or my selling on Amazon business, because a lot's been going on this week. It's been if this is going to tell anyone the ups and downs of selling on Amazon and the week I've just had is going to highlight this to the extreme. So basically, I became bestseller for a short period for all three of my main products. One of these I'm not bestseller anymore for, and sales have dropped a little bit, but I'm still doing a lot of great sales. And one of my products in particular is actually my first product I ever launched. That became bestseller, and that's doing a hell of a lot of sales. It's doing really good for me, to the point where I need to order some more, which is a surprise because I didn't expect to order some more so quick. But I'm actually going to do some modifications to this first, which I'll talk about a bit later. But anyway, I was doing really well, and probably the best thing to do is I'll jump in now onto my computer and show you just how well sales were going, and then explain what happened, the impact on my sales, and what happened to these. So we'll just jump in onto my screen now and have a quick look. Okay, so here we are. We're in the back end of my Amazon seller account, my UK seller account. You can see up here, and this is just my sales from when I very first started. So back in August 2015. So I made my first sale there, £10 on the 19th of August. So it's been less than 2 years I've been doing this, and you can see how it was a sort of slow start. I had one product, just letting it rank organically. I did no giveaways, no special promotions, no special releases. I just had my product up there, maybe selling 1 to 5 units a day maximum. This continues, have a bit of a spike there, then a bit down again, and then sales increase a little bit. But then this is when I introduced more products. So basically I ordered 4 new products to test. So I had 5 products selling at once here, so sales increased a bit. They ran out because I only had a limited amount of 500 units of each. Reordered some of the best ones, sold out, and then reordered again. So you get all these peaks and troughs where things sell out and sales are stock. And then as we got towards the November-December time, and everyone always says that's the peak time for Amazon sales, and it proved that for me. I had 3 main products in selling, and you can see I was doing maybe £400 or £500 worth of sales a day, £600 worth of sales a day consistently over this November-December, and I had these big spikes where this is a huge, it's 2,300 £2,400 worth of sales in a day, and this was actually a Black Friday flash sale day, so this is a bit of a unrealistic spike, but it's amazing how I got that. Then I had another spike here, another giveaway, not a giveaway, a flash sale within Amazon in January. But then things kind of leveled off around maybe £200 to £300 worth of sales a day. But then suddenly I started to get more traction. Well, more competition came in play here. Got a lot more competition. 2 of my main products got higher competition, which meant sales were a bit lower than expected. But then slowly but surely I started to gain a bit more traction and became higher ranking for my main keywords. And then suddenly we get to here, and the perfect storm happened. I had all 3 of my products were bestsellers in their categories. And you see I was doing consistently over £1,000 worth of sales a day. And then down here had a huge dip and then spiked up again. So if I focus in on this area here, so this is March, the end of March, and you see the last day of March and into April I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row where I made over £1,000 a day sales. I thought I had it, it was going amazing. Then I had a big drop here, so basically half the amount of revenue on this day here, and that's because I realised that my main product, my main best-selling product, was actually inactive. The listing was inactive within Amazon, so it wasn't selling. And then for this day, and half of this day, the product was inactive and not selling, and that was crazy. So I'd gone from over £1,000 worth of sales, then almost instantly down to £200 worth of sales, so a fifth of the sales, purely because Amazon decided to make my main product inactive. This highlights the risk of having one product that's doing really high volume sales, and it also highlights the fact that Amazon can make or break you within, with a flick of a switch, or in this case it was an automated process that changed the category restrictions that I was selling in. But luckily I managed to claw this back, and then I'm back up to £1,000 of sales. This was yesterday on the 10th. Okay, so we'll chat about what's going on here, but I just wanted to show you the back end and show you how sales can be impacted hugely based on what Amazon decides to do. So as you can see, when everything's going well on Amazon, it's got amazing potential. It can do so much for you in terms of sales. But when something isn't quite right, it can have a huge impact the other way, and sales can suffer a lot. And actually getting answers to your problems can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. And this is exactly what happened here. So basically, the whole scenario started a couple of weeks ago when I was doing loads and loads of sales, but at a very low price. I wasn't making very much profit per unit. I was making a bit of profit, but hardly anything, because competition was high, and I'd been driven down to the bottom. It was a race to the bottom, basically. Something I never wanted to get into, but unfortunately I had no choice because I had so much stock. But because I had so much stock, I could keep my prices low for a longer time, and some of my competitors seem to have disappeared. Whether they're going to come back or not, I don't know. Hopefully not. But there was just a couple of us fighting it out, basically, and I got bestseller rank. And something I did, which I'll talk about in a minute, was I changed my copy, and I think this helped a lot. But anyway, I was bestseller, so I was selling lots. One day I sold 70 units in a day, which was incredible, and I was consistently doing 40 or 50 units a day for several days. So basically I wanted to go in and put my price up to see, can I increase my price by 2, 3, maybe £4? That's almost all going to be profit, and see if I can still make some decent sales because I'm a bestseller in this category. But so I couldn't edit my product. I said I needed to request access to this listing. So I contacted sales support and told them what's going on, give me access. They came back saying, oh no, I'm not allowed to sell because it's a block category now. So I explained that I've been selling for like 2 years and I'm a bestseller and I've sold thousands and thousands of units. The minister came back and says, oh yeah, sorry, we're going to look into it, we'll get it sorted. And eventually got to a stage where I could access my listing again, which is a positive, but then my listings were inactive. They basically made my listings inactive, so they disappeared from Amazon altogether, so they weren't selling on Amazon. So I was gone from bestseller, making 50 sales a day plus, to which is basically maybe £600 or £700 worth of sales a day. That's one product alone, to do nothing because it basically made my listing inactive, which is an absolute nightmare. Get in touch with them again through sales support, very slow reply. Request a call back, speak to someone from sales support, and they basically tell me, oh yeah, I understand your frustration. It's been escalated as urgent to the correct department. I've requested them to call you back within 24 hours. 24 hours passes, no call back, so I get another call back from them, from the general support, and they say, oh yeah, really sorry about that. This is the situation, I request another call back for you. I say, listen, I don't trust this is going to happen, and they say, yeah, it will, we guarantee it will. I don't get called back again. Ring them again and then complain, and then nothing happens, and it was such a nightmare. So for 2 or 3 days my listings were inactive, losing hundreds and hundreds of pounds, probably £1,500 to £2,000 worth of sales vanished over those 3 days because my listing was inactive. Getting no support, no answers, couldn't speak to the right department. It was a right nightmare. Eventually I did get my listings back up, but then I noticed they were still down across Germany and Spain, but I managed to get them back up. But I was very frustrated with the whole process, and it just shows you that you are under the command of Amazon. If they decide to change something, do something with your listing, you rely on them to sort it out, and sometimes it doesn't get sorted out or sorted out quick enough, and it can have a huge impact, which really reinforces the fact that I need to drive home traffic and sales to my own website or other channels off Amazon as well as on Amazon. I did actually complain. Well, I demanded, I spoke to a higher management person at Amazon, but they wouldn't put me through. But I was given an email address, and it was managingdirector@amazon.co.uk, and it said email that, and it'll go through to some management level. And I didn't really believe this, but I emailed anyway and complained. And actually, someone got back to me, and they said they were in a managing position, and they looked into the case, and it's more. And they got back again, apologised, says it wasn't right, wasn't handled correctly, mistakes were made, and they've actually given me 2 free months subscription to sell on Amazon, which is about £60, which isn't loads, but at least they give me something and they apologise, and hopefully in the long run it's not going to be something I'm going to look back on too much. But it was such a sort of eye-opener to the power Amazon has over us as sellers, and I did nothing wrong, I didn't change nothing. And actually what actually happened was Amazon had sort of assessed some of the categories, and the category that my product falls under, so I'm like a couple of subcategories on from the main category, but this main category, one of the products was given a higher safety rating, and you needed to perhaps CE documentation to prove that this is a tested and qualified product to sell, and my products were being judged the same as these other products, so it basically agreed that my product was actually a different product, so I didn't need this documentation, so they reinstated my listings. But for a time it was touch and go, and it was really frustrating. So this really spurred me on to really want to grow my own website, and I've been doing it. I've been hiring a freelancer, blogging each week, social media every day, but the results aren't great. I know exactly what I have to do, but I haven't really got the time or the drive to do it myself, so I've decided I'm going to hire a professional online marketing SEO sort of branding company from C4DI, where I work. There's lots of great companies there to handle this for me, and I'm willing to reinvest some of my profits into getting a professional company to do this, so they do it right, and hopefully I'll see results quicker and better. So I've got a meeting tomorrow with these guys, with some guys from this one company, and see what they say, see what their strategy would be. So hopefully I'm going to spend a bit of my money, but hopefully get some results from my website. Another thing related to this, I've actually been in touch with my supplier, so I've drawn up some drawings for 2 new variations of one of my existing products. We've agreed on that. They're going to make some samples. Hopefully these will be great, and we'll get some production of these 2 new variations of an existing product. Updated another one of my products, I had a feature. It's actually my best selling product, because I know things can change so quickly with the competition. I wanted to make my product a bit unique, a bit of a standout feature. I think I've come up with one, so me and my supplier are updating the product for that now as well. So hopefully this will start to come through too. Right, so away from this Amazon UK, I've got some notes here. Amazon Japan. We are looking to get another intern, so we've agreed to hire an intern that's going to start the 1st of May with one aspect of this Amazon Japan business we're running. We want another one that's going to be focused on outreach and networking with influencers and promoting our business that way, because we're going to have a service to help people sell in Amazon Japan in Japan. So the university has agreed to give us some more interns, which is great, and I'm going to interview some of them, 2 interns next week, so tomorrow. That'd be great. Finally, my affiliate websites are all progressing, all coming on well. My wife who works in the business now, she's updating all the affiliate websites, so she's continuing to do them, and she's thinking about longer term how we can create a really great resource on each one of these websites that we can update and add to over time, and could attract a lot of links from external websites, because it's really useful. So she's been working on those. Okay, so that's a bit of a rant today about Amazon and selling on Amazon, but I think it's important. If you're selling on Amazon, or you think about selling on Amazon, you need to know that when things are going good, things can go amazing. Because in March, it was my record month across Amazon UK, Spain, Italy, France and Germany. I did over £27,000 worth of sales in March, and in April I think I had 5 days in a row selling over £1,000 a day just in the UK. So it's amazing what is out there, and I've only got 3 products. But I've got 5 products in total, but 3 main products and then 3 colour variations of another one. So it shows what's possible. So I want to add another 2 or 3 products within the next few months, so hopefully my sales will increase even more, maybe push up towards a £2,000 mark at some point, especially over the festive period, November, December. But when things are going well, it's amazing. But when things go bad, or Amazon decides to change something, or competition does some sneaky tactics, sales can be impacted and you're just left with a lot of stock sat there costing you money. So you need to understand the pros and cons of selling on Amazon, but I do highly recommend it. And maybe if you're thinking about it, you can hit me up with an email, message on this video, or whatever, head over to my website and we can maybe chat to see how you can get started too if you're thinking about this. Anyway, so I hope everything's going great with you. We'll catch up again next week. Cheers. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Just gives you a glimpse of what I get into on a day-to-day basis running my business, gives you ideas on what I'm up to and what I've got done and my future plans. What I would love for you to do is check out my other videos to get more of a general view of what I do, but also make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new videos, and also head over to my website at www.neilcurtis.me, where you'll see a load of more stuff about what I do in my business and also get some ideas and tips about how you could start your own online business. And then finally, hit me up on Twitter, that is at NeilCurtisMe, or one word, so you can hear more regular updates throughout the day of what I'm getting up to. Okay, hope to see you on those channels. Cheers.